Hey guys, and welcome. So those of you who've been following my channel recently will notice, of course, that I upload a lot of Battlefield 3 matches. And recently I've been uploading games from the Insomnia 46 Battlefield 3 LAN that I attended. And I generally play a lot of competitive Battlefield. And I've just decided to share some of the knowledge that I've picked up over the past year or so with you guys. I'm not the be-all and end-all of competitive players, but I think I've learned enough over the past year or past 6 months that I've been playing quite competitively to have enough information to share. Now I'm going to do a series of videos. This is going to be the first one. They're not going to be about Battlefield basics, but will instead focus on the competitive side itself and the things that you can use to make yourself better, but more importantly your team better at the game when you're playing competitively. The first of these videos that I'm going to do today, and the one you're watching right now, is probably the simplest but most important to get yourself better as a team at certain maps, and that is map calls. Now, for the entire series that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to stick to one map. So I'm going to do basically some map calls in this video. In future videos, it's going to be about positioning, head glitching, spawns, and that's going to come later. But for the entire series, I'm going to use the same map as an example. I'm going to use Grand Bazaar, and then I'm going to show you what I know on Grand Bazaar, and then you guys can try and practice yourself on other maps to sort of pick up the same sort of details. Now, map calls are something that differ based on the team. Certain teams or people call different areas different things. So me just telling you what to call everything may not be the best route, as you may want to call something different, or you already know something that is called something and it's not what I use. Now, I'm just going to give you the name of what I call them, or what our team calls them. You can, of course, use it, but if you want to use something else, that's fine. The most important thing is that you and your team have the same call for every area. That's more important than actually what the call is. So let me start by explaining why it's so important. Now, if you're playing with your team and you don't have calls for all these little areas that you all know, sometimes it can lead to problems with players understanding exactly where someone's trying to talk about. For instance, if I'm calling the house on the street tree house, which is what we call it, but my teammate is calling it garage, then if we're trying to make a quick call, confusion might ensue. If he's calling it garage, I might be looking somewhere completely different and have no idea what he's talking about. Not only could there be a delay in working out exactly where he means, because we're trying to sort of compute different names, but it could prevent us from capping a flag. It could mean that I have no idea where the enemy is coming from. So it's such a simple thing, but it's an important thing at the same time. So I'm going to start playing the map calls in the background. There is quite a lot of them, so bear with it. You might want to fast forward, you might want to rewind, you might want to come back to it. That's cool. Whatever's easiest for yourself to be able to remember. Next episode, we're going to cover some map spawns, and then we're going to do positions, peeking, head glitching, and a couple of other things as well, so stay tuned. If you like this sort of thing, then please subscribe. And there's going to be plenty more coming, over the next couple of weeks. As well, if you are interested in PlanetSide 2, please check out my basic series covering the basics of PlanetSide and what to expect from that game. So enjoy these spawn points, and I'll see you on the next one.